Why is it so difficult to learn SAP integration? To get to know the SAP ecosystem and to do your first steps in this vast SAP world. Why is it so difficult? Welcome. Welcome, I'm Mareike Walther and I work in SAP integration since 2016. I worked with both middlewares of SAP, SAP PO and Integration Suite, and my mission is to bring power to the people. So I founded Integration Mentor as my way to bridge the gap between standard training and real-life application or real-life integration. That means as an integration mentor, I offer ad hoc workshops, but also a trainee program and more specific problem sets accustomed to what you want to learn. And I mentor you all the way through. Okay, so back to the question. Why is it so hard to learn SAP integration? I would say we have 3 reasons that it's so difficult. Number 1, we have very different system types who are broad and deep with regards to functionality and technology. So for instance, the technology that SAP is known for is currently called S4. It first of all got under the name of Enterprise Resource Planning System, ERP, but that's an old version, so the newest version is currently abbreviated as S4. And this digital brain does a lot of things. As any business has to do digitally, it helps you in case you customize it with sales, with invoicing, with material management, with production, with informing the customer that delivery is going to come, but also, of course, taxes and all this legal stuff. And additionally, you can even use SAP technology for HR, human resource stuff. So we have these SAP system types which are associated with very specific functions, and all of them have their own framework, their own technological layers, so to say. And you, first of all, need to understand the person you are talking to, the potential business person, from which corner of this entire universe do they come? Which language do they speak? Which business process do they belong to, in order to understand what they potentially want from you as an integrator. Okay, integration, learning, multiple system types, that's difficult. Then the abbreviation part. Talk to one of your seniors about the most painful abbreviation change. It's very common in SAP to even give new abbreviations to already abbreviated systems. So the same type even. So not only do we have a lot of abbreviations like the ERP, which goes for a specific product version of the core, SAP backend. Not only do we have this ERP abbreviation and a lot of 3-lettered abbreviations, but we also have 2-digit abbreviations, which most of the time, I would say, depict features and functions or business process, business logic, business units within the core, for instance, SD or MM or PP. And then we have a systems abbreviation again, which oftentimes have 3. The SAP middleware, for instance, the current version, the integration platform as a service, which currently goes by the name of Integration Suite. When it was released, it was called HCI. Then it was abbreviated as HANA Cloud Platform was the HCI. Then it was a CPI, Cloud Platform Integration. Currently, the middleware service of the integration suite potentially is abbreviated. Do you even say that? I don't know. Is abbreviated CI. Let's go over this. Nobody knows that I'm not able to speak English, right? Okay. So abbreviations do create a very difficult job for people new in the SAP ecosystem, but more specifically also to the SAP integration world. And the third and least argument or last argument is language. So I already told you that it's very wise to consider whom you are talking to in terms of which logical business unit, which system domain they come from, because they have different backgrounds, and you will find that everybody uses the same words, but people mean different things by this. In German, we call this Teekessel. I wonder if there's a good translation to English. I don't know. It means that you have, let's call them false friends. You have the same word, but false friends are something else, right? Feel free to help me, anybody watching this. Please comment how you would call Teekesselchen in English. I don't know that yet. Let's move on then. Okay, people think if they need a new integration, and it's an integration for the core, for the SAP backend, that SAP integration potentially means doing flat files. So from an integration standpoint, files and flat files are very specific things. Files are a specific protocol, and flat files are even more specific. And often it's just a mistake in terms of, but not meaning, right? The business things they need, they write this technical requirement specification, and they say, oh, we need an SAP integration. Please give us a flat file. And what they don't realize is that they are actually using terms from the integration world that have specific meaning. So a lot of learning to do integration either as a developer or as an architect is finding common ground or creating common ground with regards to technical semantics and also business process understanding. If you now feel like you need help, which I would totally get, I would invite you to say hi. I'm going to put down a link to say hi at integration-mentor.de/contact. Feel free to reach out, because under the abbreviation of Integration Mentor, or under the brand Integration Mentor, I help people specifically with their first steps in this new universe. That means I offer a trainee program, I offer ad hoc workshops, and I think it's totally fine that people new to this world need some repetition, some easy explanation, and that's what you will get. You will get on the system, easy wording. What's the third? I miss it. And individual help. Individual means that I won't give big groups, but I ask you to fill out the contact form, and then we will see what your personal learning path or learning journey would call, SAP would call it learning journey, could look like. And we will define the topics and the amount of time we would consider for these topics. So live, hands-on, and individual help just for you. I would love to hear from you. Maybe until soon.